Hello and welcome, my name is Matt Latter and today we're going to do the first episode of a special sub-series for the Pillars of Eternity Let's Play. So, a good role-playing game is only complete with properly written lore. A game gets much better if it has a lot of background lore you can rely on, and thing is, there's a lot to know about Pillars of Eternity. I haven't read up too much on it myself since I want to experience it firsthand, but I've decided to go ahead and do a bit of a look through the Cyclopedia. That was a hard word. So I've decided we will basically read through a great deal of these entries in turn, and I'll separate them out into smaller subsections for you to watch as you please. So today we are going to start with Deities, the gods of the world. And we are starting with Abaddon, the god of golems, machines, industry, strength, hope and aspiration. Favored most commonly upon the laboring class, the golem is thought to have once been able to take a human-resembling form as most of the other gods are, but then been somehow killed, only to forge himself back into existence inside the shell of an immense golem. Various accounts of his death exist, but none is considered definitive. Next we have Bharath, the god of death, cycles, doorways, mortality and inevitability. The keeper of the cycles of life and death, Bharath is thought to seek to claim the lives of those who have lived past their time. According to folklore, Bharath is seen most often in the form of the Pallid Knight or the Usher, two skeletal characters who lead such people to their deaths by ways of challenge or trickery. Next up, we have Eothas. Remember, Eothas is the god that is apparently forbidden in these reaches. We've heard something like that from one of the characters in the village, but let's read the content. Eothas, the god of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring and light. Traditionally shown as a man bearing a candle and wearing a silver crown. Believed to have possessed the body of the Retricron farmer Waidwen during the Saints' War and been destroyed along with Waidwen at the end of the war. We'll read more about that one in the next short episode. For now, let's continue to Galawain, the god of the hunt, assassins, pursuit, wilderness and predatory creatures, sometimes thought to take the form of a fur-clad hunter or a great greyhound. Galawain, not greyhound, sorry, just of a great hound. Galawain favors the survival of the strong and the culling of the weak. Next we have Helius, goddess of the sky, maternity, creativity, birds, song, invention, language and the arts. Not known to take particular physical form, but thought to be present in birds of all kinds. Magrunner, the goddess of war, fire, transformation, purification, consumption and trials. Patron goddess of the Deerwood, thought to have blessed the god Hammerbomb that destroyed Waidwen and possibly Eothas. Interesting. Ondra, the goddess of oceans, forgotten things, loss, relentlessness and mourning. Said to have once fallen in love with the moon and to have tried to draw it near with catastrophic consequences. People bring tokens to her temples of things they wish to forget, and her clergy sees these tokens cast into the sea. That's an interesting one, I like that one. Grimmergant, god of entropy, cold, winter, bad luck, famine and natural disasters. Manifests as a giant albino auroch, moving amidst a great blizzard, and in the plodding footsteps of Rimgrant come death and disintegration. Rimgrant, sorry, that name is hard to spell. Skane, the god of defiance, violent rebellion, secret hatred, covert plots, resentment and envy. Frequently pictured as a disfigured and scarred slave and worshipped most often by the subjugated and destitute. Whale, the god of secrets, revelations, illusions, cryptography, obfuscation, perception, dreams and visions. Whale is, in and of itself, a mystery, with no consistent form or gender. Its followers revel in the acts of creating and unraveling mysteries. And lastly, Wodika, the goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory and hierarchies. Depicted as an old noblewoman bearing a broken crown upon her head, said to have been once ruled over by other gods but has since been overthrown. So, that will already do. As I mentioned, this is a short episode and more something like a special kind of let's read. We will continue the series further with locations and lore, and probably also a bit about the bestiary. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching, I hope I see you the next time.